brings a touch of sparkle to these increasingly dark October nights as a cast of 75 stage what is probably the most popular family show. The venue is Baysgarth School, from where the cast is drawn. Pupils, teachers, former pupils and parents all getting together. The excitement has been mounting for some time now, and the rehearsals are over because tonight at 7:15 the curtain goes up. Roy Hill has been along to watch the final preparations and to speak to headmaster Ray Smithson. How, for example, was he coping with the dual role of producer and head teacher?
It's not too bad. I've had plenty of experience of it. Been doing it now for 15 years, combining the role of head and producer of school shows on and off.
Is Oliver a particularly difficult one to put on? Is there a lot involved?
There's a lot involved. The staging of it involves a great deal of preparation because it's got to move very quickly from one scene to another. And we've tried to overcome that this time by using mainly members of the cast for actually changing the scenes. So our cast are our scene shifters, both adults and children.
You have got a very big cast, haven't you?
Yes, we have a cast of 80. And they're all on stage, apart from the finale, they're all on stage on one occasion, and we have them all on different levels. We've got this catwalk here in front of the orchestra where we bring them out into almost direct contact with the audience. So we hope it'll be a different sort of production. Normally Oliver's a picture frame production behind the proscenium arch. This time we're bringing it out into the audience. We have, I think it's 45 children taking part, including some sixth formers, and the rest are made up of former pupils, staff and parents.
Has it been difficult to get them all together for rehearsals?
Great. They've cooperated extremely well. The impression one has is that they're enjoying it. I just hope that impression is correct.
Have you had any problems or complications along the way?
No, I can't say that we have. We organised ourselves pretty well before we started and had a schedule of rehearsals out before we even had our first rehearsal, right for the whole session from June right through to October, and it's worked very well. Everyone's cooperated marvellously.
Well, let's talk to Jason Barber. You're a second-year pupil and you're taking the lead role of Oliver.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I feel excited.
You haven't got stage fright?
No, not at all.
Have you done anything like this before?
Well, I haven't had a much bigger part, but I've played a smaller part in pantomime.
And have you seen the musical? Have you seen the film, or have you seen the stage production?
Yes, I have. I think it's very good.
Well, let's turn then to the Artful Dodger. Justin Steggles, you're a third-year pupil.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about being the Artful Dodger?
Oh, great. It's really nice doing it.
You look a rather cheeky lad, are you?
Don't know.
I gather you got experience though, haven't you? You've actually been in the Barton Operatic Society before, is that right?
Yeah.
So you're a bit of an old hand when it comes to stage?
Not really. I've only just been in one thing other than this.
Because there's a lot of pressure on you two boys. I mean, after all, you are the kind of kingpins to the whole show, aren't you?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I just sort of take it as it comes.
No first night jitters?
Might be.
Well, let's talk to Geoffrey Lamert. You're not only going to be playing the part of Fagin, but you're also the head of history here, is that right?
That's right, yes.
What about the role of Fagin then? Is that one that you've managed to get yourself into?
Well, I hope so. I'm pretty indebted to my mother because when she was alive, she was a Londoner. And as she got older, she sort of relapsed more and more into a London accent. So I was able to pick this up fairly easily, I think. The Jewish nuances I'm not so sure about, but we hope they come through somehow.
And how have you found it with the pupils as well? Has it been a good...
Very good. They've enjoyed it.
Teacher-pupil thing has gelled all right, is it?
Yes, I actually teach Oliver. And that class was a little difficult sometimes to sort of not talk Oliver and to get on talking history, but we managed it somehow, yes.
And have you managed to teach them to pick a pocket or two?
Yes, and in fact, my most stalwart supporter on that one is actually my 2.5-year-old daughter, who went round the school where my elder daughter goes and staunchly announced to everybody that her daddy was going to pick pockets. My wife had to go in and explain very quickly afterwards what exactly this meant.
Now, the man who holds the whole show together in terms of music is musical director Alan Wright. Alan, what's it been like for you?
Very, very few problems. It's been very, very smooth right from the start, right up to the present day.
What about from the singing point of view? Because presumably you've got 20 youngsters who will be taking part in the workhouse scene.
They've come through admirably. There are some very, very high notes, and they sing through very, very well on it. They've all worked very, very hard.
So you're quite happy with the way things are going?
Oh yes, very happy.
Lovely. Well, why don't we go and hear the workhouse scene? I believe one of the most famous numbers is Food Glorious Food, isn't it?
It is Food Glorious Food, yes. I'm not
Not
sure...
that these lads look very hungry, mind
No,
you.
they don't, no. One thing I don't think the workhouse children are looking forward to is their rice pudding in their dishes, but I think they'll get it down them somehow.
Is it worth the waiting for? If we live till 84, all we ever get is brew. Any day we say a prayer, will they change the bill of fare? Still we get the same old brew. There's not a crust, not a crumb. Can we find, can we beg, can we borrow or cash? But there's nothing to stop us from getting a thrill when we all close our eyes and imagine food, glorious food, prawn, sausage and mustard. While we're in the mood, cold jelly and food, peas, pudding and saveloys. What's next is the question? Rich gentlemen, happy boys, indigestion. Food, glorious food, we're anxious to try it. 3 banquets a day, our favourite diet. Just picture a great big steak, fried resolution of glorious food, don't care what it looks like. Don't care what it looks like. Just thinking of growing fast. Our senses are reeling. One movement after another. Full of feeling. Glorious food. What would we give for a little bit more? That's all we live for. Why should we be painted to nothing but food?
Makes your mouth water, doesn't it? Not too long to go to my lunch, but not before I've explained that production of Oliver at Baysgarth School in Barton begins tonight. There's a performance every evening until Saturday, beginning at 7:15.